Hello, everybody. I'm back. Beer Bastards. No, I haven't been uploading videos and doing any reviews as much as I'd like, but lately, my past couple of months, schedule's been busy. But now we're slowing down. So I'm going to keep everything, one video a week, hopefully make everything a little better and stuff, and just to give me more time instead of feeling like I'm crunched trying to rush videos and shove them out there. I mean, not that the editing I do is anything difficult, but still, I'd rather take my time on the reviews, make sure I got everything good to go, versus just throwing some bad stuff out there. I mean, I'm totally putting out 5-star quality content, right? No, not really, but it's pretty decent, I think. I'd try to set a relatively low bar for myself. That way I feel good all the time, right? So today I have another beer from Revolution Brewing Company. This one is the Dorado Hero, made specifically with Dorado hops. That guy looks pretty fancy and everything. So I've not had this before, so we'll give this a shot. See what happens. Like all the other Revolution, like Hero series of beer, this one is, an IPA brewed solely with Dorado hops. And I have not had anything with Dorado hops in it. Ooh. Just like the name would imply, nice. You had a bright golden color. I love it. 2 fingers ahead there, not too bad. Lots of carbonation bubbles just swirling around in there, getting stuck all inside the glass. Looks like it's a pretty hefty IPA there. Looks pretty thick. Definitely getting citrus off the nose first and foremost. Mix of like orange or like tangerine and grapefruit. Nothing like tropically, like none of those, no like pineapple or anything like that. A slight bit of earthy and floralness to it, but just very, very subtle kind of underneath, just really accentuating the citrus in there. God, that's still sitting in there thick. Yeah, the mouth feels a little heavy. It's more towards the medium though, but it's still fairly heavy, reflecting on the color of this. And I would expect it to be with all the carbonation sitting there again. It is definitely like it's got that tangerine taste to it, orangey. It has a nice citra bitterness to it, as well as a grapefruit at the end. So the grapefruit comes back. The grapefruit comes through at the end of the tongue, just like a slight grapefruit bitterness, and it's not a hop bitterness, rather than more of a fruity kind. So nothing from the standpoint of piney or like a West Coast IPA. This is more sort of gearing towards the line of a little bit more tropical. But yeah, this isn't something you can sit down and just start drinking this. This is definitely a heftier IPA. You gotta sip this a little bit. You gotta take your time on this. Otherwise, with how thick of this is and how much carbonation there is in here, you're gonna be, bloated and belching up a storm with this guy. Great visuals there for you. So all in all, I would say this is probably the best out of the ones I've had so far. I would go ahead and give this an 8, just because it's got a nice, nice blend of citrus flavors, as I said, from orange and tangerine, blending together very well. Hint of grapefruit, a little bit of earthy and pininess, and I'm gonna say that there's some maltiness in here that gives it that gold, that golden color. So, but it's nothing heavy that's gonna bring the bitterness way down. That's still there from the grapefruit very much. Nothing piney, nothing West Coast style. So I would give this a try if you're not into bitter beers. I mean, if you can find just a can of this, go for it. Or if you're in Chicagoland area, that's where Revolution's based out of. Go there, have a pint of this. I'd highly recommend this one. I would definitely buy it if I saw it in 6-packs anywhere, but as far as I've only seen, it's available in their 12-pack varieties, which can, it's a craft beer, so it's going to be a little pricier than what you would think a 12-pack would be, but it's still very good price. I think it's like $16 for that. So all in all, not a bad deal. But if you're used to, buying, some cheaper beers, it's, maybe a bit out of your price range, what you would expect. But hey, I never did get around to checking the ABV on here, but it's 7.2. IBU, again, it doesn't have that on here, but it doesn't taste overly bitter, at least in my opinion. I'm just gonna take a stab in the dark. I'm probably gonna say like around 60 to 65 IBU, which would still give it a decent amount of bitterness. So if you're not used to really hoppy beers, this wouldn't be anything that you'd want to drink, but still, give it a shot. You never know what you'll like. So stay thirsty, bastards. I just came from a run, so I'm not gonna finish this. I'm gonna, get some food with this and then take this time to, enjoy this a little bit.